Hello, my name is Shuttley and welcome back to another episode of Anbennar and EU4. In previous episode, we started the war. Well, we were pushed into the war against the Federation leader because they were saying that I'm too strong and it's making the others uneasy or something. But we are slowly winning the war. Oh, we lost the Theologian. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. We're going to get the extra prestige, I suppose. So that way we can get a little bit... Well, I mean, we've got pretty darn good prestige already. And we got a decent bit of splendor still. We are on our golden era, which hopefully is not going to end too badly. But just waiting for the siege to be done here, so I'm going to just speed up a little bit in here in the meanwhile. So in the east, they're still causing some issues. Oh, try for the business of jewelry. Ooh. Alright, so we get extra 2 production in here. I take that. Oh, lose 100 Diplo power. I suppose we'll take that one. Right, so at this stage, can we catch that one? I think we can. We're going to have a river crossing penalty, but we're still going to stack wipe the enemy, I guess. And that's a massive boon, or massive amount of war score from that combat. And that's another stack wipe. I think we're going to send the smaller army now back into the east here. Actually, we're going to send it up north and start sieging down that thorn in the side that we had for a while here. And then I suppose this one can just siege down a lot of the areas here. But there we go. I don't know if they got 2,000 men. That's not a lot. And I think now you still don't want to take a peace deal. Alright. Well, you do you. Is there anyone else that we could maybe peace out for something? We'll be giving a bit of money, I suppose that will be good enough. So now it's 5 versus 5. Of course, one of them is my vassal, who is not really helping with the war. But the fact that they're down to 2,000 men is just hilarious in a way. How about we just start autonomous sieging a lot of these areas here? I'll start with these. Oh, well, that's a good victory there. And then we're going to focus down on the other army here. Oh, someone's already sieging down the capital. Also, do we have... Okay, so they got one ship there. I'm pretty sure that that will get sunk by someone else, not me. Regardless, it will be done. And we got a bit of a naval victory here. That's good. Right, so that's... Oh, right. Let's actually sail on this side. Most of this has already been sieged down by the centaurs. Oh, unconditional surrender. Alright then, and let's figure out the peace deal. I want... Well, I can't take that one. I can take this one at least. It would be a potential coalition. Is there any treaties that I can do with them? Peace, Federation cut down. I don't know what it means. But I guess that is the sort of war goal that I suppose we're supposed to take. Oh, right, and we can just take as much as we want. I'll take the money, but I suppose the offer can't go above 100 anyway. Zurkanrek victory. Zurkanrek will gain some standing, and probably the ones that were supporting will gain some standing. How much blood has poured into the lakes? How much more has watered the air? That is a question we will leave to the gods above, but we'll know this too much. But now we may return to sailing the lakes and tending the earth, for the war and crisis has come to an end. Let there be rejoicing for both victor and defeated, for the end of the day, all now know peace. Right, so overall we did okay in that war. Not entirely sure what exactly that special peace deal was, but regardless, it's fine. We can move this one back home there. We can stop your autonomous sieging. I suppose this one can go to the eastern half of the nation. And the fleet... Let's go ahead and bring this one back in. Around there. End of the crisis, so we get more stability. Ooh, that's nice. And then, is there anything over here that we could do the same heart? Oh, do we have... Oh, we do have the advice over this. Okay. It's going to increase the power cost a little bit. That's 150 diplomatic points. What was the next one? So that is... Oh, right, yeah. That's going to take a while before that is completed, isn't it? And then... Oh, right, these are the various integration things. Well, it's a victory. They need a delegation at this stage. I'm going to send a delegation just for the heck of it. Also, I suppose we should have a look at the assembly house there. We can share granaries. Getting a little bit of standing. A little bit less manpower, but that's fine. And that was... Oh, that's actually with our vassals, so they'll be a bit more loyal now. Actually, why is the... Limited size only 16% there? That's not too bad. Are we still improving relations with them? I don't think we can improve that too much. And it's still pretty bad with all the modifiers in there. No longer great power. Oh, bollocks, you are asking for 96 ducats. Honestly, at this stage, I should just not worry about alliances, quite frankly. Right, so we brought in this. We could probably upgrade the ships, and then I think we might have these... Oh, well, these are both upgrading. Alright, but we're going to start building up another trade fleet, I reckon. And we're going to request war rights, but I don't think we need those right now. Is there... So the workshops... there's some that could be potentially fine. Because we could also get some shipyards, like another one over there. Because that is a nice location for... Oh, actually, did we build the... We didn't build the fort in there yet, did we? No. I think we were planning to do so. But never got around to it. Let's just do a little bit of rebel suppression to the west. For the time being. Eventually, once the situation calms down a little bit, what we will be doing... Actually, there's not too much in there other than that. There we go. So that's going to remove some of the rebellions at least. But we'll start continuing some drilling soon enough. Because we still need to get the professionalism up. Actually, I think we'll drill this army instead. Should still get at least some professionalism out of it, plus we can get a little bit drill on this, and there's not too much unrest in here. Ah, okay, so we get... Ooh, merchant guilds gain more loyalty, more trade power, and goods produced in here. Okay, that's pretty nice. And how we got a ton of peace deals going on right now. I wonder why. I wonder why. How close are we getting the... Okay, colony's already at 800. Oh, treasure fleet departs. It's going to pay off the pirates this time. It's going to cost us a little bit, but it's actually not actually too bad of a price. Naval research is wrong. No, I'm willing to lose a little bit of prestige for that. How much are we making per month? 15 ducats. Overall, that's actually pretty nice. We should be able to get some more manufactories going soon enough. Oh, you are fighting another one? Okay, so our trade ships are fine here. I suppose we could start protecting some trade into the... Actually, we could probably send it over there. Let's estimate it a little bit profit, at least. I suppose over there we can... like, I don't necessarily want to reduce relations with our vassal right now. We are eventually going to annex them, of course. Right now... Oh, we lost one of the generals. Oh, and military reforms. In the interest of the Federation as a whole, has developed a plan for standardizing the various fighting forces so that they might have an easier time coordinating on the battlefield. Along with these standardizations comes recommendations for new military practices which should help our military stand up against our many threats, both foreign and domestic. True power comes from the soldier's steel. 5 prestige, morale of armies plus 5% and 2.5% extra discipline. Alright, that's good. Right, so we might need to get a new... leader in here. I kind of feel odd without having a one here. Alright, well, it's a 4010. So, not necessarily the best quite yet, because we haven't gotten the proper infantry. But actually, I suppose the next infantry is going to have, well, maybe a little bit fires, not really that much yet. I suppose it's going to be like 15 when we start getting some, well, I suppose we are going to take that one in the next... Miltech that we get. To be fair, we're only 4 years ahead of time with that one. So we should probably start saving up a little bit of the points, although... Oh, there we go, less than 1,000 days remaining on the textile manufactory. Although, if we do get the idea group a little bit further up here, then being able to lead a fire, and we're all hit when losing a ship minus 38%, so that would be quite nice. Of course, our fleet is already starting to be quite massive in size here. There's 15 galleys. I mean, I don't... If we have a look at... Oh, there we go, we gained the core. If we have a look at the navies, in terms of total fleet, we got definitely the biggest fleet around. It's not quite as big as the second two combined, but it's not far off. It's like 2 ships short, and we are going to be expanding our trade fleet, probably. Oh, there goes the truces with the centers and their vessels. So this one, I'm going to start filling another 3 ships there. So we'll get at least the the trade fleet in here as well to 5 ships. Plus it will be as large of a fleet as the next 2 combined. Or the ones that we know of, because of course there's probably going to be a lot larger fleets elsewhere. But we haven't been expanding too much. Like, we still don't know too much beyond... Well, actually, yeah, not too much beyond this area. That's a wasteland there. I'm sure that eventually we'll find out a little bit more information. Oh, administration supply. Provinces producing paper will be improved. Ooh, well, I don't think we have any paper production ourselves. Well, provinces producing paper ourselves, but I'm sure that there are options for that. Right, I think the United Federation is going to happen soon. By the looks of it. Because most of the missions over there have been completed. They're not necessarily quick enough on a lot of these updates. Of course, we were focusing too much on just getting the points early on. Oh. Sent on minorities emigrate elsewhere? Sure. I mean, actually, how much does the... So it's local trade power plus 10%, so it's not necessarily too bad of a modifier. We lost the hard and open right now, but that's fine. We've got most of the benefit out of it during the war, at least. Fleet returns, so we paid 25 crowns. We're getting a decent bit of money out of it, and we're getting some points as well. Sending delegation. We can't afford it right now. So now we're going to get the trader, or an extra merchant. I'll take that. Of course, we still haven't sent in a lot of these merchants out, because it's just... I mean, technically speaking, I don't have any trade power in here. And over here we don't really have anything either. Like, maybe we have it just a tiny bit. Yeah, no, it's just moving everything back. And then this is a sort of start node. And there's not much over here. I mean, we could try moving a bit more over there, but that wouldn't help us. It's a bit of a problem with the extra merchants in here. I mean, once we start expanding further south, then it should be fine. Of course, we haven't been expanding too much yet. Who do we have truces with? Quite a few nations, actually. Although, not all of them. So this one, we don't have a truce anymore, so we could, in theory, ask for the war right, and then, well, I don't think we'd be gaining the... Well, yeah, since we had a war against the war leader, it's unlikely that we'd get the war right. Are we at least high standing or something in the Federation? We got high standing, not very high standing, unfortunately, but at least better than nothing. And I don't know how good the Yugoslavs one is. It probably is very high standing because they're the leader. Alright then. Well, how is the... Oh, robber barons. Oh, they could probably lose a little bit of their influence and loyalty there. Nobility would get a little bit, we would get a base tax in somewhere. Nobility would gain a bit of influence. Alright, and then we're going to... Oh, we're not going to take the admin tech quite yet, actually. Let's also have a... Ooh, hold on a minute. Can we actually... We can seize some more land. We'll be 60% now, so we'll have a bit more max absolutes, and reform progress growth is going to be a bit larger. Usually... Oh, before it used to give you more taxes when you had this, but I suppose that's been changed probably a long time ago. I just not been aware of it. Oh, and now we can actually build another manufactory then. That would be a pretty good amount of money there. Zurkanrek, didn't I already have a... No, we don't have one building here. Well, let's get a textile manufactory there. So that's another one being built. Oh. Right, so now we could fight against the centaurs in here. I mean, it's grassland, so they'd have the benefit in there. But once they're milled, like, it's only level 8. We got 11. Once we get to level 12, that's going to give us the new infantry, and that might be just the thing that we need to fight against the centaurs. Of course, do we have... No, we don't have a truce with them anymore. They got pretty strong sort of forces in general. Oh, they conquered that as well. Oh. That's what they've been doing. I can get another naval idea. I will take that because that is going to speed up the colonization as well. An extra 20 colonies per year, which means that this one is going to be done at most 2 years. Assuming that no bad events happen there. But now we also have a port over here. I mean, this was part of the state already that we had there, so that's good. Now we have the port there. I don't suppose there's any way of getting a some sort of canal through here either, but... Oh well, I mean, that is a narrow area at least. I mean, it's got a level 3 fortificate or fort right now, so that's good for us for the time being. And, oh wow, actually the colony is almost done. I suppose we are going at speed 4, but still, like, I think there must have been something good happening in the meanwhile. Oh, it's 25 per... Oh, alright. Traveling Minster. Well, we're going to take the admin points, I suppose. Technically speaking, I suppose this would be the perfect time to increase the infrastructure in here. Because we got a lot of admin points, I suppose we could also increase the taxation in some... Oh, actually, is this one that is level 10 or 10 development there total? What other areas do we have that... So this one, does it have 10? Not yet. We get a couple levels so we can actually increase the size of this now. Give us even more trade power there. Oh, and we can get a core going. Because we completed the colony, so at this stage... Did we get the mission done? We probably did. I wasn't paying attention. Right, I suppose we could colonize this one, so at least no one's gonna step in between. So if and when we start fighting the centaurs, helping our brethren, we could finance their war for sure. We still got plenty of manpower left over, and we got definitely got the 50 crowns. We can get a little bit more standing at least, and also the Diplo reputation. How much can we store these points right now? It's only 999, so if we start running a little bit low on there, I suppose it would be just more beneficial to put that money, or those points, into more development, wouldn't it? It's going to get this to level 10, I suppose. Not necessarily the best location to development, or give it more development. I'm going to level up that as well. So there goes a little bit of the admin points that we had, but like, since it's still more expensive to do that. Anyways, that is also going to keep us a little bit closer to becoming a great power again. Actually, not really. There's a lot of massive nations now that have been conquering everything around them. And since we can't... Well, I suppose the Centaurs is one of the ones that we could start conquering ourselves quite... Well, not necessarily easily, but we could start expanding into their lands slowly but surely. Reformation of the army. Ooh, we're going to get 20 army tradition. That is quite valuable, actually. Or we can get a little bit of points, 50 military points. I mean, that's not too bad either. I suppose that's going to allow us to get the Miltech faster. So I'm going to take that one because we're 2 years ahead of time now. Well, basically 1 year ahead of time. So the sooner we can get the new infantry, the better. Plus it gives the extra military tactics, which will make a massive difference in combat. Oh, and we got election. Let's have a look at the... I'm going to go with the military candidate, actually. And apparently also get some extra Diplo points. Still haven't completed the... Oh, right, it's a light ship combat ability from that one. Oh, trade efficiency. Oh, this is someone we might want to actually re-elect if we have the opportunity to do so. We could summon the diet, but I don't think we initially need to worry about that one right now. But also, I suppose the absolutism isn't still a thing. Ideas melting pot. Tolerating cultures, even if they come from wholly different places, gives us access to a wide range of experiences. Idea cost minus 10%. Ooh, now that is useful. That's actually really useful. We can complete these after the text quite quickly, and that means that we can get the extra 10% production efficiency. Sending a delegation, we can't afford the cost. It's going to save other points. So we're probably going to be sort of uniting the Federation with force. I mean, there is another one over here that is pretty strong. That is our ally, actually. So together we are fairly strong in here in this Federation. Then, of course, the Centaurs as it's taking over more and more. So I may need to start fighting off the Centaurs in the near future. Oh, that has been conquered, or occupied at least. And then, technically speaking, someone could go there. Why is the professionalism right now? It is still 16.8%. There isn't any unrest though, so we can start drilling both of these armies without any problems there, and, you know, get a little bit drill for them, a little bit more professionalism, and I suppose we could probably build up this army to the full potential. Oh yeah, we've got even more limit, or force limit after that. But it's going to be 6 artillery on the second army, that, well, technically speaking it's called this first army, but the sort of secondary army that we built. And that will be able to help with the sieges quite nicely. Oh, we could get more innovation from here. But at the same time, no, I think we need to save up... Yeah, because we're no longer ahead of time with the mill tech, so we want to get that as soon as possible. But now we can get the admin tech for sure. So that's going to be good. When do we get another idea group? At 14. Okay, so that's 2 levels away. Oh, printing press hasn't been discovered yet, but that is going to be having an impact on the next level, I guess. Ooh, unpopular mathematician. We gain innovativeness and lose prestige. We'll gain prestige and gain 3 Republican tradition. Oh, now that is a rough one. Because I wanted to get the Republican tradition so we can re-elect our leader. Plus, it's going to get us to 100 prestige again. Not that we necessarily need to have it that high. There we go, we got 2 20,000 man armies. We're doing pretty good on that regard. We could probably start building up even more of these. So let's actually have a look. Improvement value. Oh, there we go. So that should be a pretty good one. Oh, that is a valuable one. That's one of the copper provinces, of course. So if you get that, oh, we've got one of them already built, haven't we? We're making 18 ducats per month. Yeah, 18.7. Now that's pretty good. Oh, accept our brothers. Alright, we get a new culture as an accepted culture. That's fine by me. We still need to get the same head, I suppose. Oh. Right, we need to start improving relations with some nations. Is that the outraged countries? It probably is, so that's the allies. We don't necessarily need the ally relation improvement right now. But, I suppose neighbouring countries might not be a terrible idea. Start improving relations in general. We got quite a bit of accuracy expansion overall, which I'm kind of hoping to get rid of slowly but surely. But now we're getting the manufactories little by little, and each one of them is going to start increasing the income that we get, especially from production, drastically. Did we have the... Right, so this is one of the places where we're building. That's another one that we're building. Where did we get the other one? What's that? Oh, it's over here. Right. So this one does have the workshop already. Doesn't have very high development in total. I guess it'll do fine for now. Oh, we found some more fur over here. And one of the truces has ended. Against this one. It's not the capital though. The capital is over there. But, well, I mean, technically speaking, we could probably take some land from them, but we don't really need to. Now, how bad relations do we have with the leader? Oh, actually, you are... Ooh, I could ally them. Of course, they would probably be asking for help constantly, but I think we're going to do that. Because that means that they are going to be very happy with us, for the most part, which means that we're going to start expanding even further within the Federation. Of course, it might undermine the Federation a little bit, admittedly, but it'll probably be fine, right? Oh, right, we need 700 ducats for the local bank. I suppose we could save up to that one. Someone's already got on the central bank, I think. So I don't know if we'll be getting the bonus from that one. No, I don't think we would. We're to get the same head. Do we have... Oh, yeah, we do have the relations thing now. So that would be a little bit more unrest. Cost us 150 Diplo. And a bit more power cost, but I think we can afford doing that. That does mean that the Diplotech is going to be delayed a little bit, which means trade income is going to be dropped, or, well, lagging behind a little bit compared to a lot of the other things. Oh. Oh, our neighbour is now the Federation leader. I don't have the war right against them. I don't think I'd be... Well, actually, you just ask for the war right. You don't tell who you're going to be fighting for. I suppose that is a possibility. Oh, Center of Tolerance is going up again. Now that we have peace with them. Colony is going quite nicely. How's the professionalism doing now? We are almost at... Well, okay, it's 18%. It's going pretty decent amount per year, isn't it? 0.9%. We could send a delegation, but I don't think we need to. But we are going to get the Miltech now, so we can get the infantry with some sort of firepower. Because that will allow us to deal damage both in shock and fire in pretty decent numbers. Which I reckon, especially against the centaurs, that's probably going to be a massive boon. Ah, so we lost an advisor. Ooh, trade efficiency. Now, that is a really good one. I'm just going to promote that to level 2, though, so we get a bit more points. Oh, we still got the focus on the admin as well. we don't really need that soon. As soon as we... Oh, so it's going to be another 3 years before we can take that one away. But there we go, now we're getting a pretty good amount of points overall. I mean, it could be better, admittedly, but it's not the worst. Definitely not the worst. Suppose we should also start figuring out maybe a little bit of the coastal guns over here in various places. Don't know if that one... No, I think that is separated from there. Like, that island would be perfect for it. That's already building. We probably put one over here. So it's going to protect either side. Like, actually, what was the... Like, blockade force required and hostile disembark time. So if they do try to get in there... Oh, right, so that's no longer having an impact on the... Okay, so we might be building that in a bit of a bad location then. Or, well, not necessarily that bad, but not necessarily quite as good, let's just say. Right, now we're just going to save the points for the Diplotech, although getting... Well, we don't necessarily need to get these quite yet. So yeah, that's now done there. We could... Oh. You want military access through... Alright. Sure. How much is our accuracy expansion? I think that is the biggest question over here, if we can start expanding again or not. Well, it's not really that bad. So we could probably ask for the war rights already. Although actually I'm not going to do that quite yet, because we are out of time for this episode, and I don't think I'd remember that I'd do that for the next one. So anyway, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye.